Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Today is Thursday, March 14th, 2019. It's Pi Day. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. It is Pi Day, 314, 3.14, 3.1415. That's as far as I know pi. I never bothered to memorize it further than that. I just wanted to go a little bit further than everyone else. I was obsessed with square roots, though. Let's see. 3 is 1.7320508. 5 is 2.2360679. Yes. For some reason, I was able to memorize those in high school. High school was a little while ago, and I still remember them. I don't know why. I remember my first girlfriend's phone number. I don't know why. I have no need to. I just do. And there's an interesting glimpse into my life. Okay, so, happy Thursday. What's going on? Let's see. Got a few things going on. The first is I realized, and you guys probably realize this too, that I am waking up easier, faster, better, even without coffee. I was hanging out with some people last night and did not get as much sleep as I would have liked, as much as I might have on another day. And I'm okay. I feel all right. It's good. I'm training myself to wake up better, even without coffee. It's kind of neat. Now, a couple things. First, it's a Thursday, so Thursday means there's a new episode of Martial Arts Radio out, and today's episode is a Q&A. There are 4 questions that I invented because, well, that's a longer story that I've discussed a couple times on this show, so I'm not going to bother, but you can check out Martial Arts Radio episode 379. Yeah, we're knocking on 400. It's almost there. You can find it here on YouTube or in your podcast feed or at whistlekick, martialartsradio.com. Of course, my previous comment about yawning, or about waking up, doesn't seem to apply to yawning. Now, I have a question here. Viewer to the show, Carl, wrote in a couple questions. I answered one on Tuesday. I'm going to answer the other one here today. Have you ever put off a surgery or injury because you're afraid of losing flexibility or falling behind on proper forms or techniques? Example, hernia. Not the best person to ask because I haven't had those kind of injuries. So to be honest, I've only had 2 really significant injuries in my life. Both of them came from martial arts. The first one, this finger is broken. And if you look, I don't know if I get the light correct, but if you look, see how this finger lines up and this finger lines up with this one, and then there's this little gap? It's because this finger, I broke this, I was 15, 14, 15. I honestly don't know how I did it. Was sparring, wearing gear, I think. I'm pretty sure we were wearing gear. And after the match, yeah, I opened my hands and went, ow, that hurts a lot. And it was broken. And went to the local hospital, and they said, you can wait until tomorrow to set it. Of course, couldn't wait until tomorrow to set it. As you can see now. And after it healed, they actually had to, at some point in the healing, they had to re-break it to set it. So that was fun, having my finger shot up, with a bunch of anesthesia, and then pulling on it and just watching me like, ah. That was a gross sensation. But there's no limitation in it. But I couldn't train for a little while because it was the cast and it was uncomfortable. And honestly, in hindsight, as an adult, I could have. And then the other injury, this tooth right here is a crown. When I got to college, joined the karate club on campus, and some guy kicked me in the face really hard. and it broke my tooth in half. Yay. And it cut up my lip. Most of the scar tissue's gone now, but it scarred the inside of my lip. Um, and yeah, so that was fun. Yay. Um, but I wasn't out for any long period of time, right? So like when we talk about something like a hernia, like the question asker suggested, um, a hernia could keep you out for a while. Broken hand, I mean, once that hand is set and I can deal with the pain, I can still train. The tooth was kind of the same thing, even though I didn't until I had the temporary crown on, because it was embarrassing. I had half a tooth. It was very obvious when I spoke. But let's get to the heart of the question. The heart of the question is, have you delayed some kind of reparative surgery, like hernia, because of your training? No. But would I? Possibly. And it depends on a lot of variables. So let's say I had an injury that was limiting me a little bit. Let's say 20%, 30%. But I had a promotion testing scheduled or a big competition, and the chances of me further hurting myself from participating in that were very low. Then I might delay. Absolutely. But when I hear about people delaying some kind of surgery or some kind of something reparative that they accept that they need, it's usually just because they don't want to deal with it. And they're using things in their life as an excuse. If you need surgery, go get surgery. We did an episode on Martial Arts Radio about joint replacements. And I talked a little bit about some of the psychology and some of the necessity of doing that. You might want to check out that episode. I don't remember when it was. It wasn't that long ago. It's definitely in the 300s. You can just Google whistlekick joint replacement, or even just go to whistlekickmartialartsradio.com, search for joint replacement. You'll find it. But it's not a position that I would envy. The idea that you're hurt and you're hurt enough to require, or at least at some point require some surgery, but not so badly that you get to decide when it is, that kind of sucks. And the suggestion that I make for people, when it's funny, when people bring to me these kind of complex questions, ones that I honestly, I'm not quite sure how to advise them. I've got a pretty easy, almost a bit of a cheating way to answer it. And if they have kids, and I know Carl has kids, what would you want your kids to do in this situation? Exact same situation, what would you want your child to do? That usually brings clarity for people. People tend to be more considerate, more kind, more compassionate for others, especially their family, double especially their children, versus themselves. So maybe that helps. I want your questions. I want more questions. Please ask questions. Questions. Leave them here in the comment section below this episode, or you can write to me, jeremy@whistlekick.com. So what's going on today? Today, headed off, do some consulting. We have a Martial Journal editors meeting this evening. If you have not seen what we've got going on at Martial Journal, I'd like you to check it out. We have a poll going. We're working on answering the question, what's the greatest martial arts movie of all time? We took nominations. We got a bunch of nominations for movies. And so the stage that we're in now is we need your help seeding them. We need you to vote for up to 16 of the 40, 50 something movies that we have submitted. And that will determine what movies go into the seating in the brackets as a top 16. It's pretty clear. I think the top 12 or top 14 are runaway favorites. Everyone agrees on those. It's the last few, the last two, the last four, that are a little bit less so. So you can vote at marshalljournal.com. Scott is confirming yes. You can go to marshalljournal.com and vote in the poll there. So that would be awesome. Please do that. What else? What else going on? Oh, I haven't told everyone. The stuff's over there. So if I've been playing around with the Kick.AI, kick.ai.com, the kind of taekwondo focused but admittedly valuable for everyone martial arts wearable. Comes with a little Bluetooth thing and an ankle strap and measures how fast you kick and your reaction time. It's really cool. I've been playing with it. I am. I need to spend some more time with it so I can write a proper review. We will write a review. I interviewed the founder, Jan Eric Bargelin. Yeah, so you should check that out. It's pretty neat. There's some fun games in there. You can, if you have like a heavy bag or a stand-up bag, you can train at home in a way that you've never have before. Um, I did not pay for this product. They have provided it to me, so I just need to be honest. That is not in any way a sponsorship. It was just, hey, tell us what you think of this. What else do I got to say? I think that's it. So as you go through your day today, what is my advice to you? If we go back to the conversation about injury, at the end I was talking about how people are often kinder to others, especially their children. Treat yourself with that level of compassion. Be fair to yourself. It's something very few of us do well, and it takes practice. And there is a fine line between pushing yourself and being unfair. I push myself really hard, but I'm getting better at, I'm not good at yet, but I'm getting better at being kind to myself, treating myself with the compassion that I would others. One of my sayings, treat people with the compassion that you would if you knew that they were considering suicide. It makes the world look really different. So I hope you have a great day. We could do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. And you can catch it a little bit later on your podcast feeds or at firstcupwithjeremy.com. I want your questions, so write them in. And I will see you back here tomorrow for Friday. Everyone have a great pie day. Go get some pie. What's my favorite pie? Not lemon meringue. Probably apple. Like good apple. All right, you have a great day now. Peace.